All right, so we're here in the sanctuary for another glamorous tech training. Now the idea here is it's Sunday morning, and how do you know that the mix in the room is actually going to make it onto YouTube? Because when it doesn't, we have to fix that. You have to go back on Monday and put it back together. So here's how we're going to do it. First, we're going to make sure that the soundboard is on, of course, on first, on last. Count to 10 in between those so it doesn't make a popping noise. Come on over here to the computer. Here at the computer, we're gonna look up here. Where's the sound? Here we are. And make sure that it sees X Live and that it is selected like that. Now, if it doesn't see the X Live, if X Live is not one of the options there on the side of the screen, it's not going to work. No questions asked. It's definitely not going to work. That means there's some kind of a disturbance between the soundboard and the Mac. So in that case, you power everything down and you power everything back on, and you can unplug the USB cables and plug them back in. I'll show you what that looks like. Down here, these are labeled, see X Live. Camera, this one's not labeled yet. It's going to the backup plan, which is the MD-USB. So you would just remove the X Live cable, and this other one too if you'd like, and plug those back in. At that point, you'd want to check again on here and make sure that X Live shows up. Now that we are sure that X Live is there and that it's selected, that it's the one that's blue, we're going to make sure we can see it in ProPresenter, make sure we got signal. So ideally ProPresenter gets opened after the X32. So we're going to close ProPresenter, we're going to reopen it. And then we're going to look here on the live stream and see if we get any signal. Now, if there's someone up there at the stage, then you can just shout at them, hey, talk into the mic, and see if it shows up there. If you're trying to do this on your own from the sound booth, well, nothing back here is supposed to go to YouTube, so you have to turn that on. So we're gonna go to our talkback mic here, turn that guy on, tap it, still nothing because it's not supposed to go there. We're gonna open up X32. We're not gonna go to the ScreenTech fader. That's the ScreenTech mic into the house. We're gonna go to the ScreenTech bus mix. This one here, the talkback mix. And we're gonna send that into the broadcasts. When that's into the broadcasts, you should see signal pop up here when I'm tapping that with my hand. And that's it, and then you know your sound's going to YouTube. You can confirm this information over here. Go ProPresenter. Oh, where am I talking about? Settings. Inputs. Audio inputs. I've got X Live. I've got it turned on. And that's lighting up, let's see, somewhere. Maybe if I scroll down a bit here. Where are you? Where are you? Oh my goodness. You can see it there on channel 9. And then down here at the bottom too is like where the broadcast mix lives. So you can see it there. You can see it there. It is on. Now let's say it's one of those Sundays and the X Live just absolutely will not speak to the Mac. That's happened. And we don't have like a permanent, it's never gonna happen again fix for that. When that's happened, we did make a couple of backup plans. I'm gonna show you the main one here. It is going to be using the camera. So that camera is getting video from itself and it's getting an audio signal from the soundboard up to the camera, and it's going out via HDMI. So we can harvest that signal as well. So we're here in ProPresenter. For this, it does not matter. What is selected here is the outgoing sound, because we're looking at the incoming sound. So we're gonna go ProPresenter, settings, inputs, audio inputs, and we're gonna look at the camera one here. So if X Live were not working, we would turn it off. Bang, X Live is off. Then we'd go to camera, and we turn that on. And now the camera signal is what's coming through. You should be able to do something like the same way here. Yeah, I'm tapping this. And that's coming through because right over here, because the talkback mix is highlighted and that is sent into the broadcast mixes. Cool. Now, whether you're getting sound from the X Live or whether you're getting sound from the camera, you want to make sure that that talkback mix is taken out of the YouTube mix before you go live. Otherwise, anything you say back here in the booth, you chew gum, you sip coffee, they're going to hear it on that mic. That talkback mix also has the microphone that's in the drum cage. It's going to make it sound really weird. And the soundboard mic. So you just make sure that's out of the YouTube mix before you go live. So that would be coming here to the X32 app and highlight the talkback mix, take that out of broadcasts. That's it.